there and welcome to our living room today here in our home in Brittany in northwest France. If you're here for the first time, I'm Jane. My husband Michael is behind the camera. We're debt and mortgage free. We're early retirees. We're very thrifty and frugal, and we share that life with you. Let's take a look at what we're going to talk about on our midweek money chat. So this week, come on in, we're going to have a little chat about 7 frugal ways to love your home. Now, let's have a look at that, unpick that a bit. It's the time of year, isn't it? The clocks have changed, we're indoors more, we're getting home from work late, it's dark. We can start to feel quite quickly winter is upon us and we're at home more. And the more we're at home and looking around our home, we can, if we're not careful, start to feel a little unsettled, a little frustrated, a little bit, I could do with changing a few things here. And before you know it, you're in IKEA, you're in Maisons du Monde, you're in Dunelm Mill, you're in Argos, wherever you go, you're somewhere, aren't you, spending some money thinking like, oh, let's fix this place up a bit. Because if they haven't finished you selling you autumn trends, you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to sell you winter trends. Oh, and you start thinking, I need to get this or that or the other. What do you do if you're feeling like that and you have zero budget? So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at that. We're going to look at some hints, some tips, and some ideas of how to love your home when you've got no budget. So let's take a look at some ideas. Now my first title is called Make Yourself Comfortable. It could be called Make Do With What You've Got and Make Yourself Comfortable. So in the winter time, we get some blankets out that we've already got. We get some cushion covers out that we've already got. And we've got them out from last year, but don't forget, I haven't seen them for months on end. So they're fresh to me, and it just makes it feel a bit more comfortable. And when I say make yourself comfortable, think of that cozy bit of your house where you like to sit, maybe you like to read, maybe you like to scroll through your phone looking at funny things. Who knows what you do? But in that bit where you make yourself comfortable, take that little bit of your home as a starting point and make that cozy with what you've already got. When you can sink back and feel warm and comfortable, it's a starting point, isn't it, to loving the home you've got with what you've got in it. My next section I've titled Make Mealtimes and Events. Reclaim your dining room. Is your laundry all over your dining table? Do you have your workspace set up on your dining table? Reclaim that space. Each evening, make those few minutes of time to lay the table. Get your glasses out. Put your cloth napkins out. Get your best plates out. Don't save them for a special occasion. Use them all the time. Make meal times an occasion. Sit in your dining room. Enjoy the space you've got. Reclaim it. Stop it being a dumping zone or a space that you don't use. Make the most of it. Give that dining room a really good thorough clean. Lay the table. Get your tablecloths out and go back to enjoying it. Make meal times and events. Now in wintertime when we're home a lot and we've got things coming into the house because maybe we're buying them for Christmas, maybe we're moving things around in the house. We can become a little unstructured at this time of year. We can become a little muddled. We can become, if we're not careful, a little cluttered, a little messy. So here my next title is Make Time for Structure. Now, it's not long ago that Mike and I were out of the house at 6:30 every morning, and we didn't get home until 5:30 at night. So we were out of the house for 11 hours of every day, Monday through to Friday. And we had to work extraordinarily hard to do things like get dinner in the slow cooker before we went to work, get the washing out of the machine and onto the line before going to work. We had to make some structure. Now that I'm retired, it's far easy to slip into no structure, and I'm having to build a new structure. Getting housework done in the morning, getting meal prep done in the morning, getting time to get some cleaning and tidying done in the morning. So reclaim your house, reclaim some structure into it. Otherwise, we can, if we're not careful at this time of year, become a little cluttered and a little muddled. Building some structure into that time will eliminate that. Now, my next section I've titled Tidy Up Your Outdoor Space. Now, when we're busy and we're coming home from work, or we are just busy, or we can't get out much, our outdoor space can get a little muddled and untidy, and that can really cause us to fall out of love with our own home. Now, if you're my age and you're British, you will remember those days of scrubbing your front step, of cleaning your front door, of keeping your windows tidy onto the street. And that's my first thing. It costs you nothing. Give your front door a good clean. Give your windows a good clean. Give your garden path a good sweep. Do you have any dead plants in your garden that might need pulling up, deadheading or cutting back? Keep the leaves swept up, but keep your outdoor space tidy. And then every time you walk through it, whether to the garage or through the garden, you will feel that little bit better. It costs nothing at all, but keep that space clean and tidy even through the winter, because otherwise it can look a little sad and unloved. So tidy up your outdoor space. Now, have you ever watched TV shows about people who hoard stuff, or who, for whatever reason, and there are many, many reasons, have a house that's really muddled or dirty or untidy? When a cleaning team go in, and they just help these people out, it does more than clean the house, doesn't it? It lifts these people. It gives them somewhere to start from as well. And I know a great way for me to love my own home is to declutter and to simplify. And it's an amazing thing to be able to just do every now and then. Do you have stuff out that you're not using that maybe you don't want to throw away, that just needs to go away? Do you have cupboards that are just cluttered and untidy that you need to, just one cupboard at a time, go through and organise and tidy? Do you have things that you just need to put in the box that says charity box or recycle that just need to go? Those things don't cost anything, do they? It costs nothing to clean, tidy and organise. It costs nothing to declutter and get rid. And another little thing, you may have things there that you might want to put on Vinted, Facebook Marketplace, or sell locally and get a little bit of money for it. So that's another thing to really help you to love the house you've got without spending any money at all, is declutter and organise. My next title is called Change Things Up. Now, something we quite like to do is move bedrooms. Move from one bedroom to another bedroom, because the other bedroom is the office at the moment, but it's something that you can do in a house, doesn't it? Your children might want to swap rooms. It just gives it a different feeling. Change things up. Move the furniture around. Move one bedside table from one room or a lamp from one room to another room. Move pictures from one room to another room. Swap curtains from one room to another room. Change things up. Again, it's not costing you any money at all to move what you've got around. Now, I have a little trick here that I do have some spare curtains that I've bought previously from marketplace and charity shops. And sometimes I just change my curtains. I'm not suggesting for a minute that anyone goes out and buys new curtains. I am suggesting that if you have an alternative, use what you have. So change things up. Maybe you've got another set of bedding that you've not used in a while. Get it out, get it on the bed. Maybe you've got some different throws in the back of the cupboard that you haven't used in a while. Pop them around the house. It's a lovely time of year, isn't it, to make yourselves comfortable and cozy. But using what you've got first, just move it around from one room to another, just gives yourselves a fresh perspective. My final title is Do Something Creative. Now, what do I mean by that? You might have that bedside table, that little chest of drawers, and you bought the paint before, remember, but you've not done it. This might be the time to get on and do that. You might have in the past bought some craft materials, but you've not done them. So this is the time to get that out. You might have downloaded that video editing software. You might have wanted to have a go at that. Now is the time to do it. So do something creative. If you're like me and you are a crafter, you've probably got spare bits and pieces lying around. Because let's face it, we often bought these things in the past very optimistically. Now is the time to get them out. There's lots of other things that are creative too, aren't there? Creative and using your mind. Those books you've not read, those jigsaws you've not done, those games you've not played, those movies you've not watched. Now is the time to enjoy those things in your home, to make the most of what you've got. So be creative. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed my 7 ways to love the house you're in without spending any money. And we could all be tempted, couldn't we? Oh, I'm tempted. Oh, I can assure you I browse through Pinterest and websites. But like many people, I don't have the money to buy any of these things right now. Who has? So I hope you enjoyed those 7 ways to love the house you're in without spending any money. And here's my question for you. What do you do in your house to zhuzh it up a bit when your budget's either very low or zero? Just leaves me to say thank you so much to everybody who watches. We genuinely appreciate every single one of you. If you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you would become one. Just hit the little bell notification when you do and you'll never miss any of our videos. But most of all, thank you to everyone for giving it a like. Those are helping us grow this channel. So thank you so much to everyone. And I will see you again very soon. Goodbye for now.